Live at 5, it's offer review, and we've got a bunch of stuff to talk about. We're going to primarily talk about Deathpool and my initial testing now. I've only been playing with her and using her for a couple hours now, and I will say this. This is a screenshot sent in to me by Na, and this is a 3/3 Deathpool doing 4 million damage and healing for 1 million. Yikes! So the question is this. Is she playable outside of the raids? And the jury is out. The initial testing shows that she is okay outside of raids. And she is amazing inside of raids. And I'm going to call it too. She's probably in DD4 and DD3. So DD4 raid character. She's great. But the jury's out as far as whether or not she's going to be highly playable outside of the raids. But we did go to MSF.gg, and there were some interesting stats that I wanted to point out about her. One, her damage right here. Her damage. I'm looking at the wrong screen. Her damage is second highest in the game, and her health, I believe, is fourth highest. Yeah, look at that. Fourth highest health, second highest damage. That's crazy good, right? So we're gonna have to see how that works out. Now, as far as ISO 8. I'm going to try Striker with her initially. I think there's a good case to be made for Raider as well. And so some people are saying Striker, some people are saying Raiding. But initially, I'm going to try Striker. And the thinking there is when I look at the kits of Cloak and Dagger, specifically their ultimates lay a bunch of vulnerables. I think there's going to be a lot of vulnerables out there to do a lot of extra damage. It potentially could be overkill. As far as T4s, I looked at all the T4s, and they're relatively, doesn't look like you need to do many of them. The passive does extra damage, which is nice on her bonus kill. Like when somebody dies, she does that extra attack. So I think I did that one already because I think that I just like those bonus attacks when they target the most injured. And I'm hoping that's going to be good in the raids. And then her special... without it, it only transfers 3 negative effects to the opponent, and then she spreads it. But when you do the T4 on her special, it transfers all. The rest of them kind of seem nice. I don't think the basic was that interesting overall. I know some people said they liked it, but I think in raids where you're going to probably be using her, she's going to be getting energy so much that I don't think you're going to be doing the basic that often. I could be wrong. But for me to want to do the basic, I'm going to have to play her a lot in the raids and see that basic, would have been helpful a lot. We'll find out. So right now, the special looks interesting, and then the passive looks okay. So that being said, we wanted to talk about this. This is something interesting also. A lot of people were worried about the teal. Was this a change to Doom Difficulty 1? No, these were 16s before. They just changed it to the teal or the green one. So this is just an update that a lot of people were like, what's going on over there? And then also, we saw some interesting materials. I'm not sure if these are, event campaign items or, items that are used for like the Shang-Chi event. I don't really know, but we saw some interesting items in game briefly. Some sort of Jade ISO. Maybe it's for, I don't know what it's for. There's a lot of weird stuff coming in today. And then also we've got an update here from Sam X where he aggregated all the power levels, of health, armor, damage, all that stuff like that. And, the red is the moving line, how it kind of goes up. And I just want to say, this doesn't tell the whole story. I mean, obviously, if you look at this chart, you think Jessica Jones is the best, or you look at this and say Doom is better than Kestrel. Obviously, the kits matter. Like you read Kestrel's kit or Silver Surfer's kit, and that's why they are good. There's kit-based characters, and then there's stat-based tests. So this only tells one part of the story. I thought it'd be kind of fun to say, what's the total number of words in each character's kit? And what does this chart look like? Because the kits get getting bigger and bigger. Oh my goodness, I'm not really sure. And then lastly, I just wanted the information for the assist encounters on MSF.gg. This was down earlier and it came back up. Now let's get to offer review. There are some offers coming through. The other thing I want to say about Deathpool, event campaign starts on Friday. And miasma is required for Cloak and Deathpool. My goodness. And I just did Kitty, and I just did Doom, and I just did Adam Warlock. My goodness, it's just like, wow. And it's, very much intentional that they did miasma, right? And, I have like 30, so I like to get Deathpool to gear tier 14, instantly replace her inside of the raids. But I think what we know for sure about Deathpool is she is bonkers, crazy, amazing, good inside of raids, mythic, for sure. And then we need to, I'll let you know if she's going to be like like Captain Sam America is amazing, like everywhere. Kestrel's amazing everywhere, and Kestrel is viable in 2 lanes of the raid. So, like, some people asked me, should I do Doom first before Deathpool? And it's like, because they both need miasma, and it's like, most people said Deathpool, or most people said do Doom first. We did a poll here in chat. Anyways, let's do this. I'm not a fan of these 14s. I've talked about these right here. These are garbage offers. I don't like them at all. Don't like them. Then right here, we've got the Mojo Mayhem Battle Pass. So this will allow someone to play RTA less. You know what I mean? Because then this is for someone that's already bought the higher tier, and this will allow them to play RTA less. Think about that. And then also we got right here, Grim Reaper Orb offer. $50 to unlock her. I bought one offer to make videos, things like that. But keep in mind, she's going to be an event campaign character on Friday. And there's going to be a milestone event over the top of it as well, which I think is fantastic. I think it's a great event. And I'm hoping that there's miasma, or however you say it, in that event, in the milestones. We will see. Let's move on. Special superior unique offer. Boy, this is alien spores, right? And we're calling it now that miasma is the new alien spores. Ugh, yuck. And there's hidden offers on those. I believe you can, pretty much any of these 13s, you can go into the game and there's hidden offers where you can buy 10 for $15. Not a fan of that. Let's move on. Ability, boy. 100 T3s for $10. $1 tops, please. Please, this is horrible pricing. Let's move on. Gear, not recommending purple gear to anyone at this time. I guess if you have to buy, you can, but the suggestion that I've had in the past, I'm not buying purple gear anyways. The suggestion that I have in the past is to only buy this if it's less than 10 cents a piece. And my thinking is that, there's 4 pieces here. You probably only need 2 or 3 of the pieces, or one of the pieces. You don't need all 4. One of them is just dead weight anyways, so it's not a great deal. Gold offer. Boy, gold has been exceptionally difficult to come by, and we were doing some loose math, because then now they've raised the level cap to level 85, and I'm thinking it's going to take about 2 weeks to go from level 80 to 81. We'll have to see how that plays out, because the math was like you need 29,000 power and 29,000 power, but now you add up all your campaign energy, but now they added the ISO 8 energy, and then you got your daily activities. It's reasonable to think that you could probably do at least 2,000 a day, and we haven't done the exact math. The numbers are just coming in. This stuff just came out, so we're trying to figure it out. Also, I wasn't able to get the information on how much it costs to take one character from level 80 to 81. Like, how much gold does it cost? Is it 200 and is it 500,000 gold, or what is it going to cost? We're going to have to find out. So that's some of the stuff anyways. Gold is super scarce right now, it seems to me. And this is an average offer. The valuation that I usually use is $2 per orb. So that's $6. Maybe that's worth another $2. So this is $8 in value for $10. Is that an amazing deal? Not necessarily. Do I think a lot of people are going to buy this? Yes. So I'm going to say this is like a C- D+ offer. It is what it is. Let's move on. Training materials. For me, I've found that there's more availability of training materials in the last 6 months, and I've dropped my pricing on this from $2 an orb to $1.50 an orb. So this makes it not as attractive. Mostly this has to do with the skill military event, making training materials more available on a monthly basis. So we've got 3 orbs there at $1.50 a piece. It's like $4.50, and then maybe another $2, so $6.50 value for $10. Let's move on. Daily costume bits offer. Boy, did you see the new costumes? There's some new costumes. There's the Absolute Carnage costume. Looks amazing. Invisible Woman has a new costume. Looks amazing. I really like that one. And then there's a new Doctor Strange one from the What If show. That looks amazing. There are some other ones that I wasn't so excited about, Anyways, but those 3 for me are high interest. Anyways, this is for Daredevil, and what was the other one? Gamora. I don't know how to value that. I was able to actually, that event was very easy to complete and get both of them, so that was great. All right, we're gonna buy this right here. Energy 7-day 1,000 campaign energy for $5. That's it. That's exactly what I value campaign energy at 1,000 for $5. But it's of higher interest now because of the level cap increase, and so this is going to move me closer to 85 quicker, and so we're going to pick this up, and yeah, it is what it is. Now I do recommend, I'm going to be doing the 50s on the campaign energy, the 50s for campaign energy and for ISO 8 and the normal campaign. That's just the way I'm going to go through it, because both of them count towards the level cap increase. So both the ISO and the campaign is what it is. Okay, let's move on. All right. Red Star Ultimate Pack, not a fan. I value these orbs at $1.50 a piece, so there's 14 orbs there. Thank you. 14 orbs there, not even close to $50. My goodness, maybe that's like $21 tops. Let's move on. Catalyst bundles. So they sold a bunch of these earlier this week for like $1, like a lot of them. Remember that? I can't even remember. There was hundreds for like $1, and so this is not great at all. So anyways, the only time I've ever suggested buying these is when they're under 10 cents a piece. So $10 would be 100. So this is not a great deal. Let's move on. It was like 500 for $1, I think. I don't remember the price, but it was a lot. I don't know, so yesterday, right? All right. Wings of Liberty offer. I am sprung on Captain America Sam Wilson. I think he's amazing. Do I think he's worth 50 shards for $30? I don't know. There's the strike passes. I think those are great. We've got the strike passes. People are asking me, should I buy the strike pass for this and that, or should I buy? Yeah, buy the strike pass. There's other stuff in there. I think the strike pass is a relatively good value, but my thing is that this feels very much like Polaris all over, and so for me, I was willing to wail on Captain America Sam Wilson just to get him to 5 stars, and but unfortunately, this is not a good value. 50 character charge for $30, but I do think he's a top 10 character, and he has viability in many game modes, not just skill. And that's what we're trying to determine with Deathpool. Does she have the same viability as Captain America Sam Wilson in other game modes? We're going to be finding that out, of course, this week. My mind is not made up on this yet. Let's move on. ISO 8 energy offer. Now, I just want to... This counts towards getting towards level 85. I think that's fantastic. And so as far as ISO 8 energy offers, or ISO 8 offers in general... I'm certainly more of a fan of this than I am of these right here because of the changes made to the way that campaign energy, the way that the ISO 8 campaign energy doubles the amount of ISO 8s and ions, which I think is fantastic. And there's orb fragments. So pretty much I'm a big fan of this. Not so much of that. I think this is reasonable enough value if you need to get through. Like for me, I'm thinking about buying this right now just to get Deathpool up and running faster. Because I don't have enough, I'm just thinking about it. Plus, I'm thinking, wow, I can get to level 85 faster. Anyways, I think they're going to sell a ton of these, actually. I don't think it's terrible. ISO 8 energy calendar offer. We're going to buy this. This is 910 energy. It's $4.50. This energy will help me get Deathpool up and running, and it'll push me towards level 85. So we're going to do this. All right? And I just like this offer here better than the offer above. So there we go. We're wailing harder today, right? All right. Why don't we toggle over here? I'm going to plug in my Amazon password. I'm buying this on Amazon Coins, where I'm able to save basically 20% off my in-app purchases. Sponsored by Amazon Coins. There's a link in the description. Check it out. It doesn't work for everyone. There's kind of some way. There's kind of a way of setting it up. Anyways, it's if you have the ability of setting it up, I think it's worth doing for sure. All right, let's move on. Yeah, I know. The 910 energy. I used to say was worth $4.50. I'm sorry, before they doubled the drop rates on everything, so it's probably worth $9. But since we've also got, for me, this just makes sense right now. Anyways, let's move on. I guess I didn't explain that very well, did I? All right, let's move on. silver promotion credits. We got this right here. We got to turn this off. Thank you for calling. All right. Silver promotion credits. We've got 10 for $3. And this is not a great deal. They have sold 50 for $3 in the past. I suppose if you need to take a character, a key character like Phyla or something like that from 4 to 5, and you have 140 and she's in the store, this might be worth doing, you know, because that way when you don't miss out on her leaving the store. A lot of people think that's a super annoying system, and I have to agree that that's kind of the way the store rotates and waiting for a character to show up in the store, and the more characters get added and it just takes longer and longer for the thing. I don't like it. Don't like it. And, you know, they want you to refresh the store with cores. I mean, that's the whole point. It's meant to be frustrating in a lot of ways. I don't like it. Trash. Okay. Normally I wouldn't say do this, but, you know, here's the deal. I value 800 energy at $4. You know, it's hard to say that the rest of this week's $6, but I imagine there's a lot of people that are trying to rush to get to level 85 fastest. They probably be scooping this up, but this is just not within my pricing. You know, I like the other offer, 1,000 energy for $5, a lot better. Let's move on. Special orb draft, we got $1 right here. So $1 for a gold, or $2 for a gold orb. Training materials are valued at $1.50, so that's a total $3. And then premium orbs $1 a piece, so that's $3. I'm not going to buy this because I don't want to get a gold orb for $3. Let's move on. Literally, this orb has been removed from the game. This is the kind of stuff that drives me insane. We were talking today about bugs and not bugs, and oh my god. I understand, like, there's a bug right now in the game. I'm not going to get into it. It's like, I get it. There's a bug, right? And, you know, it's the characters crashing the game. I get it. But this kind of stuff is just, like, totally unnecessary. Like, if you bought this right now and you pulled an ability orb, nothing would show up in your inventory. The game, this orb has been removed from the game entirely. In fact, earlier today, these ability orbs were actually one of the still showing up inside of the Emma 2 milestone orbs, or the milestone 2 orbs, and they removed that. They fixed it, but it's just really strange. It's really strange. Okay, let's move on. Not a great deal. It's really strange to me, man. I don't know. Maybe it's just, I don't know if they look at this stuff before it goes out. It's just kind of, this is not a good deal. It's trash. At best, that's worth $12 plus another $4, so $16 tops for $30. Let's move on. No, I'm not gonna buy it. You can buy it. Oh my god. None of this stuff down here is of interest to me. Let's see if there's a 10 for 10. All of this stuff down here is relatively low value, and we're gonna toggle over to my free-to-play account, see what we got going on over there, and here we go. All right. We're going to skip past all the duplicate offers, and I'm just going to mention the ones that I do like. I do like that offer there. No. Here's the thing on this. So I do like Astonishing XMen. They're my preferred mutant raid team right now. And they did help me unlock, Jubilee, and then the X Factor help you unlock Adam Warlock. Now, Iceman and Kitty are the two that I feel they're not as important as Beast, Jubilee and Bishop. And 50 character shards for $30 is outrageously expensive. Let's move on. Yeah, that's just too much. All right, Mercenary Team Bundle. I do like this idea that Mercenaries have a monthly event, the Payday event, where you get gold, and they recently boosted the amount that the Payday event pays out. It was like 800,000 times 3. Now it's like 1.2 million times 3. And that requires 5 mercenaries at 7 stars. Well, this is bulk shards. I see, Korath sometimes on defense on war lately. He's very fast, and he throws out an ability block 50% of the time. Boy, he would be so much better if he had 100% ability block. And then Merc Lieutenant and Merc Right Guard also have value on a mercenary defensive team. Anyways, yeah, Bullseye not so good, but anyways, you know what I mean. There's some. But here's the thing. Is a defensive war team character that important to you? No, I don't know. I think depending where you are in the game, like that's like last priority. Even for me, I prioritize my arena team and then my raids teams. And the raid teams kind of overlaps with Dark Dimension teams. And then I think about offensive war teams. And then lastly, I think about defensive war teams. It's just not a priority. And I think there's so many other things to worry about in this game, and getting through nodes and getting through dark dimensions and stuff like that. But this is a monthly event, and this $20 will help you on that monthly event where it's a significant amount of gold once you get up to the 7 stars. Okay, let's move on. I like that. I like that even more. That's all right. No. Maybe. No. Hey, come on. No. All right. Well, that'll do it for today. Let me know what you're thinking about Deathpool. If you got Deathpool unlocked and you're rocking her and you're loving her in RTA and you're loving her in Blitz, I'd love to hear from you. Let me know what you think in the comment section. And as always, thanks for watching and keep on gaming.